Let's take a breath together.
Yeah.
Recognizing that this morning's topic might be a little personal and a little tender, let's take another one. All right. So our theme for February 2020 is all the colors of love. And so all month we're going to be talking about this idea that God is love. So giving love, receiving love, making love are all spiritual acts. They're gateways to experience our Godness. Last week we talked about for the love of God. And we looked at the Bulgarian philosopher Peter Dunov's 3 kinds of love. Human love, which changes and varies. Spiritual love, which never changes but varies in degree. And divine love, that never changes and never varies. So we're going to bring that forward into today's talk. Our bodies are not apologies. Sonia Renee Taylor, author of The Body is Not an Apology, The Power of Radical Self-Love, says this. Concepts like self-acceptance and body neutrality are not without value. When you have spent your entire life at war with your body, these models offer a truce. But you can have more than a ceasefire. You can have radical self-love because you are already radical self-love. So let's think about that piece for a minute. We already are radical self-love. Now, we're going to get into this in a little more, but just know that what that's talking about is not your human self-love. It is talking about your divine self-love. Because that's what we are. And sometimes we forget, which is why we hang out on Sundays to remember. So let's look first at the English definition of body. The physical structure of a person or animal, including the bones, flesh, and organs. Now, I suspect that's where most of us hang out in our experience of our bodies. Let's see what metaphysics offers us. The outward form, the entire manifestation of spirit, both visible and invisible, is the body of Creator. So in this idea of oneness, we are all cells in one body. So the body of creation is our body. The perfection of creation is your perfection. Now, I don't know about you, maybe it's just me, but I don't wake up every day and look in the mirror and go, wow, what a perfect manifestation of spirit you are in this container. Anybody else do that? So there's some cognitive bridging that's available to us because we can actually live in that place when we choose to. That no matter what's happening in our physical form, we actually could move about the planet in this place of absolute magnificence without even noticing all the wrinkles and bumps and lumps that come with our container. Let's see how we might get there. Let's play with this idea of apology for a minute, because our talk title is Our Bodies Are Not Apologies. The definition of apology, I I apologize a lot, but I didn't realize exactly what I was saying until I looked it up. A regretful acknowledgement of an offense or failure. That's pretty big. I think it's way different than we passively use the word when we simply make a mistake. Oh, I'm sorry. And to bring to my awareness that I'm affirming a regretful acknowledgement of an offense or failure. It's that regretful part that hung me up. Because when we extrapolate that to our bodies, we're apologizing for what? What is our regretful offense or failure? Being in this body. I think it all goes down to a little note that came up while Jeff was singing that says, be fearless, right beside this part of my talk. Because I think the whole thing with our bodies, like everything else, comes from this experience of separation. Comes from this lie of separation. And I am absolutely convinced in every fiber of my being that separation is the foundation for supremacy thinking. Now, if the word supremacy triggers something in you, just know that that is an opportunity for you to do some work. Because supremacy thinking, in truth, simply means we've established a standard of rightness. A standard to which everyone is supposed to achieve. In anything. It can be in economics. It can be in education. It can be in the color of our skin. It can be in the industries that we create to support our planetary evolution. And it can be in our bodies. And the thing I want us to think about this morning is who decided? Who decided this was the standard? I look to science and the magnificence of multiplicity and diversity in snow. For every snowflake that has ever fallen, no two are alike. No two are alike. No two grains of sand on any beach are alike. So when was the last time you went skiing, and as you're doing your thing on the slope, stopped to vilify and degrade the snowflakes that didn't measure up? When was the last time you were at the beach and you're just enjoying it all? You, little clump of sand, we have to talk. Because there's things about you that you need to fix. When was the last time you did that? Never. But we do it with ourselves and one another every day. Why? You're not supposed to be like anybody else. Do you know that? That you are an exquisitely individualized, unrepeatable, intentional, physical expression of divinity's heart. That's who you are. That's what you are. How can anything be wrong with that? But we find a way to make it happen, don't we? We establish height and weight charts And if you don't fit on them correctly, then, you show up to your mental exam about your height and weight and hair color and eye color and skin color. And if you don't measure up to the line of supremacy that we have established and agreed upon in society, we hand you your daily package of guilt and shame to carry with you. Only we don't ever give you a place to lay it down and get free. So today we're going to do that. Today we're getting free. Because there is no way that any part of your physical being is wrong. It's just not. There is no standard. We made it up. We all have PhDs in MSU. Making stuff up. I invite you to make up something that more closely represents the truth than separates you from it. Do you know, it's an interesting thing, because culturally we have been, since our inception, a country, a culture of whiteness. That has been the supremacy. It's not an accusation, it's a fact. And yet we have a $5 billion a year industry to make white people brown. Right? It's odd to me that we in our culture historically have belittled brown or black or red or yellow skin, yet we have a $5 billion a year industry to make white folks brown. I don't get it. We have a $43.9 billion industry. And this one hurts to even talk about. Where you can go and rearrange the parts of your body that you think are flawed. The cosmetic surgical industry, $43.9 billion industry. That's how much we believe in the wrongness of how creation made you. Now, I'm not saying if there's something about you that you want to augment because it serves you, great. But if we're doing it to make somebody else happy, not so great. If we're doing it because we see ourselves as flawed and this will fix us, no, it won't. All it will do is anchor your belief in flawedness. That's all it will do. And that breaks my heart on some level. The big one in the realm that I have played in for 60 years is the weight loss industry. And that one is a $72 billion a year industry. I assure you, I have bought many weight loss programs, really nice cars. More than one. I have lost and gained back the same 100 pounds 6 times. Which means I've lost over 600 pounds. But what I didn't lose until a year ago was the shame that kept the cycle going. What I lost a year ago was given a rat's rear end when you thought about my body. That's Southern for I don't care. And that's the piece that has been the healing piece. I had to fall in love with my body. I had to get out of this concept of losing weight didn't lose any weight. What I did was reveal a body that I kept seeing in my mind. Very different process. It's very different. All the times I was losing weight, what I was doing was trying to achieve the body that everybody else told me I should have. And it didn't work. Because it was based in separation. It was based in guilt and shame. And so what I want to offer us this morning are 4 steps to actually help us heal. The first one, listen to your body. Listen to your body. What is your body telling you about what it wants and needs? That in itself is a radical transformation, because most of us look to health magazines to tell us how to eat. You know, one year, eggs are really bad. And so we stop eating eggs. And then egg whites are okay, but egg yolks are bad. So now we're just eating egg whites. And then all of a sudden, the whole egg is good again. And we become really neurotic in how we eat. And then we get really self-righteous. I know people that are vegans that won't even have a conversation with somebody that eats meat. It's bizarre. But it happens. We get really, our self-righteous indignation is powerful. And I would suggest to you that it's fear-based. I saw something on Facebook yesterday. It kind of gave me pause and I cracked up. Somebody, you know, every once in a while somebody will just go on there and ask just a simple question. Is beef plant-based? Now, I cracked up. They graze, right? What they eat is all plant stuff. They're not carnivores. So, you know, could we get to that level where we just kind of start holding all of this a bit more lightly? Because we can. Our bodies, our physical structure, come with an incredible communication network. If something physically needs your attention, your body will tell you. If you don't listen, it will scream at you. And if you continue to not listen, it will simply leave you. The body will simply stop functioning. Listen to your body. What is it telling you it wants and needs? The next thing is own your body. Own it. It's yours. I'll bet you most of us that have owned our vehicle for any length of time know every little sound it makes. And all of a sudden we'll be going down the road and where'd that sound come from? What's that about? Because we've owned it. We've owned that vehicle. We know where all the scratches are. We know that first scratch on the inside of the door when you're getting out, you prop your foot up and you're like, oh, I swore I wasn't going to do that, but there it is. We know everything about that vehicle because we've owned it. Our homes. We can tell one another the whole history of our homes. Own your body the same way. Really take ownership of it. Quit worrying about what anybody else has to say about your body and own it. I don't know too many of us that when somebody comes up with a different opinion about the car that you drive, that you suddenly go home and obsess about ways to change your car. Because it's your car, that's what it is. You've owned it. Own your bodies in the same way. People have opinions. You have opinions. You're going to have them. Own your body, not somebody else's opinion of your body. Love your body. Love it. If we listen to it, if we own it, then serving it, loving it, cherishing it becomes way easier. Today, I don't struggle with what to feed my body. I don't eat from a sense of deprivation. Those other 6 times that I lost that 100 pounds, it was all about deprivation. Every time I went to eat a meal, it was painful because this is the things I can't eat, and this is what's left. Today, I eat what I want. The difference is what I want is now in alignment with loving my body. It's not in alignment with getting rid of part of my body. It's in alignment with loving the body I have. When I go to the gym, I don't go to the gym because I should work out umpteen minutes a day. I go because I love it. I absolutely love it. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't go. If you love taking walks, take walks. If you love swimming, swim. If you love doing hopscotch 3 days a week, do hopscotch 3 days a week. Who cares? Listen to your body and celebrate your body. Now, celebration is something that if we're telling the truth, we're really not good at. We're not. We celebrate occasions. We celebrate other people. But we're not really good at celebrating ourselves. And I invite you to consider getting good at that. And yes, somebody's going to talk about how self-centered you are. They're already doing it. Who cares? It's already happening. So let's take the body rate approach. Let's give them something to talk about. Celebrate yourself wildly, whatever that looks like. If celebrating your body means laying in the sun, lay in the sun. If it means bringing you flowers, bring yourself flowers. Because here's the thing. When we will celebrate our own body, when we will listen, own, love, and celebrate ourselves, our consciousness will shift in a way that we stop vilifying anybody else. You cannot give to someone else what you don't have. We can't heal racism until we learn to love ourselves. We can't heal homophobia until we learn to love ourselves. We can't heal transphobia until we learn to love ourselves. We can't heal anything until we learn to love ourselves. It's not about what we do. It is about what we become. And so the invitation this morning is to become fully you. I have a guest speaker joining me this morning, Maya Angelou.
Many people wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. When I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man the fellows stand or fall down on their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say, it's the fire in my eyes, the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist, the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts, the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palms of my hands, the need for my care. Because I'm a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman. All you women and me.
Let's take this into prayer. How good it is to remember that there is one infinite, ever-present love. That this one creates out of its heart's desire, exquisitely individualizing itself as its creation. Irrepeatable in manifestation. Unique, precious, whole, perfect, and complete. This is what the divine does. And in this oneness, where it creates out of itself in multiplicity to be itself, it must be my life. And what is true of me is true of all, so all life is the life of the infinite. All life in physical form, an expression of love itself's desire to know itself as that form. And so in this truth, I speak my word, claiming and affirming for all life that there is an opening to a realization of the preciousness and the perfection of our physical being, of our emotional being, of our mental being, of our very identity propelled by that inward voice that nudges forward. Know me, see me, love me, celebrate me. And that is the business that we're about. Claiming with absolute authority the magnificence of our being, knowing that as we do that, we can't help but recognize and claim the magnificence of all beings. So grateful to know this is how it works. So grateful to know that it is working even now, that just as quickly as the words are formed in mind and spoken in voice, the activity of the infinite which is speaking them makes it done. So we can simply lean into that, release into that, and be about experiencing that. So I let go. I allow the experience to begin.